over on my Facebook channels, my Instagram, my Twitter account. So I'm doing it all over all at once. So big shout out to the live streams that's out there. Got to give a big shout out to you for putting this together, for allowing me to put this together. I definitely appreciate that. But it's called Raise Your Bar. This is where I sit down and talk to you, and you could talk to me and have a nice conversation about things that's going on in the world. Because there's a ton of things that's going on in the world. But first and foremost, I gotta say Happy New Year's to everybody out there. First Monday of 2021, and we doing big things for this year. I really appreciate everybody tuning in, showing me love. I've been waiting for this. I've been getting real excited to do this. Got all the equipment, all the right equipment to make this work. And hopefully you're hearing exactly what it's supposed to do right now, because I'm really excited of what's going on. So, but like I said, first of all, for Happy New Year. And what the new year bring? What does it bring? Does it bring you hope, or does it bring you anxiety? Because what we've been going through in the last in 2020. For me, it gives me hope. It gives me hope. And I give you this reason, because you could look at your life and say, man, things are horrible, things are going bad, or you could look at it and say everything is going to be all right, optimistic or pessimistic. That's how you have to look at it. And I just choose to be the optimist. I've always been like that half my life. I've always been the optimist in my life. So I choose to be that way. The hope that I have is new opportunities. New opportunities present each and every day. It presents itself each and every day. And if you're not taking advantage of new opportunities, well, that's on you. If you haven't changed or made some type of change within yourself over this pandemic since March or April, if you haven't made a different change, that's on you. That's on nobody else but you. And I tell you right now, I made the change. I made a lot of changes, and one of them is about business. So there's a lot of new entrepreneurs out there in the world. A lot of new ones, because why? We all lost our job. A lot of people lost their jobs, and then some of these jobs are just not coming back. So since they're not coming back, you got to ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? What need is out there that people need, that people really need, that you could solve that problem? Because that's what problem are you solving? So I'm not really solving a problem, but I'm giving a need, because one thing I know, that if you drink wine, you're going to always continue to drink wine. Unless you have some medical issue, then you have to stop. Or if you become an alcoholic and you have to stop. Yeah, I get those things. But in the general sense, you're always going to drink wine. People are always going to drink wine. No matter if the market is up, the market is down, if they're depressed, if they're happy, they're sad, they're always going to drink wine. They're going to be celebrating. There's always going to be time to celebrate. Somebody's getting married. Somebody's getting pregnant. Somebody's having a baby. All of that. There's always a reason to celebrate. Even at a funeral, you might have some there. At church, if you go to a Catholic church, you're going to have some wine. So it's always going to be a reason to have some wine. So I always want you to always just think and think about certain businesses that's out there that you could do right now in this time of saying, something, how can I solve a problem? Because that's what it's all about, is trying to solve a problem. What do you see there's a bigger problem that the masses will need? That is the question. What is out there that the masses will need? Because everybody's going to need something sooner or later. And can you fill in that gap? And can you solve that problem? So you got to look for new opportunities. Something else you want to think about is plan. Okay, you found the opportunity. What's your plan? What are you going to do with your plan? Well, my plan was to start a live stream. That was my plan. That was my plan since December. I think I started thinking about it. That was my plan. And I said, I'm going to do this, and I'm start live streaming. Now, each show is not going to be great, but they're going to become great as I go on and go forward and do this and be more confident to do it, because my background is radio. This is what I love to do. I love talking in front of a microphone. So why not? Might as well do what I love. And this is my plan. I'll go along with this plan is to talk about wine, to share and let people know about wine and wine opportunities, and how to market your business through wine. Yes, you can market your business through wine of what we do by just having a custom label. So that's my plan. That is definitely my plan. So what business, how are you growing? How are you growing just personal? What are you doing? What are you reading? What's out there that's you're growing your own mindset. What growth are you doing? Because you got to grow every day, every year, every new year, every month. You got to grow. And if you're not growing, something is there's a problem. And I heard what's the comedian? I cannot think of his name right now. His name is escaping. I can see him, but I can't think of his name. But he said it. He said it the other day. I was just listening to his radio show, the Kings of Comedy. D.L. Hughley, no, not D.L. Hughley, not SETI. Steve Harvey. There we go. Steve Harvey said everybody is like, we're all like farmers. There's time to grow. There's a time to grow. There's a time to plant. There's a time to grow. And sometimes you got to just plant yourself somewhere. Just plant yourself and let the seeds take root. And when you get the seeds take root, then you got to water. You got to water. That's reading, and then eventually, when it starts to blossom, that's when you start to grow. So that was a good analogy. I like that. I heard that before, but I got to give props to Steve Harvey because he was the last one I just heard say, and it was pretty good. I like how he said that. So that's where you have to be. You have to grow somehow, some way. And that's what I choose to do. I'm choosing to, in my life personally, to grow. I'm choosing in my life to build. I'm choosing in my life to speak life into people. I'm choosing to speak new opportunities for individuals. That's what I'm choosing to do. With my kids, I'm choosing to speak life into them to help them grow going forward. These are the things that I'm choosing to do. Now, you can choose whatever you want. This is just my personal take. But you can choose whatever you want, whatever you have in mind, go and rock and roll with it and do what you must. But these are the things that I'm going to choose to do as I go forward in 2021, because in 2020, we learned a lot you should have learned a lot about yourself. That's what I know. You should have learned a lot about yourself and who you are going forward. If you didn't, then that's just on you. If you didn't learn anything for 2021, go back to sleep. I'm going to just keep it real. But you should have learned a lot in 2020. You should have learned a lot. And everything that you learned in 2020, this is when you should be growing and taking everything what you learned and moving forward and going forward. And like I said, in March, lost my job. I pivoted. I started a wine business. And I've been growing my wine business. You can see the wine behind me and my beautiful kids behind me. But that's what I choose to do. That's what I choose to do in my life. What's going on, Gina? I see you. How you feeling? Thanks for tuning in to Raise Your Bar. Hopefully you got a glass in your hand. And that's what it's really all about. It's all about raise the bar, raise your glass, raise the bar. That's what you have to do. Raise the bar, raise your glass, and raise the bar. That's what 2020 about, you raising your bar. You got to be better than you was last year. You have to be better. You really have to be better than last year. That's all I'm a guarantee you. You have to be better. Not saying that you weren't good, but you have to be better. Just raise the bar. Elevate yourself to your next level. That's all I want. I just want to say you got to do big things. You definitely got to do big things. I just found out some good stuff, some really good stuff right now. I was the number one team member for recruiting for last year. I raised my level. So big shout out to me. We're raising the bar. We're adding members to our team. So big shout out to Gene. I appreciate you for telling me that. I didn't know that. I didn't know I was the number one in the recruiting. So now I'm gonna raise that bar. Whatever number I did, I'm gonna go to the next level. That's whatever number I did, I'm taking that to the next level. I'm taking that and I'm raising my bar because I'm more conscious now about it. I'm more conscious now about it. And I'm going to do other things outside of just building a wine business like this streaming. So I can help raise your consciousness. Because if I can help you raise your consciousness, you never know. You might become a team member of mine. You might become a partner. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to raise my level, raise the bar on a lot of different things. And I'm just getting all these good news out here. I'm reading these messages as Gina's sending it to me. I'm being celebrated and promoted as a senior ambassador. That's a good thing. It took me some months to get there, but I made it. And we're going to be doing amazing things. And now let me tell you about this opportunity that's going on right now. Let's say if you're a wine lover, especially if you're a real wine lover out there. One of the things that I'm planning to do, and this is how I'm elevating the game, especially in the wine industry. Every Sundays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing a live Zoom call for anybody who wants to know and hear about how to get into the wine industry. So I don't care if it's one person there, two people there, I'm going to be on that call and I'm going to go through my whole spiel. Because even if nobody is there, I'm going to still do it for myself. Why? Because I want to practice. I want to get all the errors out. Because there's going to be some errors. I know that for a fact. When you do a presentation, your first one, it's going to be horrible. So I'm going to set myself up right now and say it's going to be horrible, but I'm going to do it. Because you know why? Because the more you do it, the better you get. I just know that right now. The more you do something, better you're going to get. So I'm really excited about just doing that every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because I know I got people out in Memphis. I got people in Hawaii, California, in the Charlotte area, in the North Carolina area. And our team, what we're doing, we're trying to build. We're just trying to build a team. We're trying to build because what we want to do is help people raise their glass and raise their bar. And that's the name of the show right now. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to elevate yourself. We really want you. And if you're sick and tired of just doing the same mundane thing Monday through Friday and then having off on weekends, maybe it's something to try to do something differently. Hopefully you're still working. You could do it part-time, but let's just say if you're not, I was forced to get pushed this way because the gym I was working at closed. And the funny thing is I still have not passed. We opened that gym in February, the end of February, we opened up that gym. And I haven't been there since they closed. We opened it because we closed March 15th. I have not been over there since it reopened in October because it felt like I put a lot of work into it and my fruits of my labors, I can't even see it happening right now. So I'm really mad. I'm really kind of disturbed about that. So I don't even want to drive over there. So I just want to just continue to do what I'm doing and continue to work a business that I have more control of. I have more control of what I got going on right now. And that's what I'm going to do. Stay with that control. So I'm going to ask you right now in 2021, what are you doing to elevate yourself, to raise your bar? Big shout out to Greg. I see you out there. But I want to ask, what are you trying to do to elevate yourself and raise your bar? Because I know what I'm doing. I completely have no doubt in my mind what I'm doing. Because 2021 is going to be amazing. And if you're with my team or another team, but if you're with myself, with other teammates that I have, the partners I have, it's going to be amazing. And we're going to do some amazing things. I'm looking to break numbers. I'm looking to break records with the people I have on the team already. We're trying to break records. That's what I have in my what's installed for myself. So these are the things that's going on in my head, in my world. Yes, you could call them a pipe dream, and that's all right. If they're a pipe dream, cool. But I'm ready to break records. Because I don't think just, my short time, I don't know who's done what other people has done, in the last, I want to say 7 years since the company has turned it into a direct direct to customer model. I don't know who's done what, but whatever they done, I'm looking to smash it. So that's going to be real exciting. So if you love wine, if you're into wine and you need an opportunity, let's talk. Let's really have a real conversation. If you're doing anything else outside of, or you just got to start a new business, let's talk. Because maybe I can motivate you to continue to raise your glass and raise your bar. Because that's what we all have to do. We all have to raise our bar somehow, some way in this thing that they call life. And I don't care. One thing I really don't care. I don't care what age you are. If you're old, young, or I should say mature or young or middle age, I really don't care. It really does not matter where you're at in life. Because I could look at Ray Kroc with McDonald's. I could look at Walt Disney. There's so many and many others who started things in life late and still achieved their goals and still achieved their dreams. So no matter what age you are, continue to raise your bar. No matter what sex you are, what race you are, no matter what it is, raise your bar. No matter what you could do, raise your bar. That's what's going to make things happen. It's your mindset that's going to make things happen. It's great mindset. This is all about mindset, nothing else. I'm not anything special. I just know what I believe and I just know what I'm going to do. There's nothing special about me at all whatsoever. But I just know who I am. I just know what I want. And I'm going to believe in myself. And those 3 things will propel me to do a lot of things. And those same 3 things that propel me in my business, and in life could propel you in your dreams, life, business, what have you. All right. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Don't forget, if you're trying to do some big stuff and you love wine, hit me up. Hit me up. You got my, send a message to me, private message me on my Facebook page, my Instagram, send a comment on YouTube. I'm on all of it. Twitter me. It's all there. Everything is all right there, right in front of you. And I'm having a good time doing it. So if you want to get some information about wine, you want some recommendations about some good wine, about a fantastic wine club, or about an opportunity, because that's what's important. Sundays, 7:00 p.m. Even if you're already with us, join us. Tell your team to join us too, because we got to do this, and we got to do this big, and we got to do this all in one, because it's no fun by yourself. And also, it's no fun making money by yourself. You should always, have a team to do it with, because when you all make it to the top, there's a yacht at the end of that at the end of the tunnel, and we can all get on that yacht and hang out and chill and drink more wine. All right, so I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow to talk some more stuff. This is J Sheppard. I love you. Have fun. Raise your glass. I don't have nothing in the glass, but raise the glass, raise your bar. And that's how we doing it right here. Peace.